A bill that would get rid of the Alabama Memorial Preservation Act has stalled in the state legislature. Yesterday, the House Judiciary Committee sent the bill to a subcommittee, making the likelihood of its passage uncertain. The Memorial Preservation Act, which was approved by the state legislature back in 2017, prohibits the removal of monuments that are 40 years or older on public property. This act is the reason that cities like Huntsville, Birmingham, and Mobile had to pay $25,000 fines last year for removing Confederate monuments.